Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to Tool Show with me, Master Dan, the Journeyman shooter. And today we're going to be talking with our little coffee time segment here. It's just our regular 5-minute segment where I'm just practicing my talk and still warm, which is good. So today's lesson of the day is going to be how to deal with being laid off, or how to deal with the layoff. Now, the first thing you want to do is you want to go find your boss's car. Hop right up on the hood and kind of crouch down. No, just kidding. Don't do that. You want to find the guy that doesn't that's in charge of the jobs, and you can find that guy first. The boss doesn't have anything to do. Not kidding. Don't hold anything against anybody. Then you're kind of getting in trouble if you do that. But the only thing you can do is better yourself over that time. You can't hold grudges or get down, because it's going to kind of only affect your life, and you don't want to be down more than you already are. Don't kick a guy when they're down, or a girl, whoever. There's lots of layoffs right now, and especially in a 1 million person city, 10% of the city right now, that means 100,000 people are sitting at home or affected by this in some way, and that's not fair. It's never good to have that with people, especially when you're in your prime. It's not a good thing. So there's a few tips that you can kind of do to basically handle the situation a little bit better, and one is to go work out. Go get an exercise, go run, go jog, keep in shape, because once you do get called back to work, they're going to expect you to be in that top physical shape you are before. And I know a lot of tradespeople have pretty big bellies, and some of them aren't the most healthy people, but hey, try. You want to better yourself, and you're not going to get a good-looking partner if you don't good look yourself, I guess. So that's one of the things there. Then another thing you can do is start a hobby or learn something fun, something that you've always wanted to do, like play guitar or an instrument, something that kind of gets you out of the house and not sitting there and wallowing in your own, whatever it is, sorrow. But another thing is turn on the lights if you are sitting at home. Don't sit in the dark. It's not going to really help your situation, and get people around you that are positive. It's tough, especially if you're down and the rest of the people around you are usually down, but you want to find some people that can lift you back up and get you to where you're going to be. That's a big part of it, and sports as well, because that goes back to the exercising, and it gives you that teamwork kind of thing, because it's tough. You don't have people to talk to a lot of the time, and in sports, you're going to get a lot of those people that you can talk to, and it's good. You want to get out of the house. Anything that gets your mind off of just sitting there and wasting what you got is a good thing. Now, another thing you can do is kind of go out and try to learn something new, like a new language, or maybe take a course that's going to better your resume, because that's the thing right now. You've got a lot of competition. When 10,000 or 10% of the city's out of work, your competition's going off the charts right now. So that means your resume has to be a little bit above there. So if you've got extra certifications, extra courses, extra titles on your resume, whatever you got, it's going to help, because there's a lot of people. I've seen it online. When you go online and you're looking for a job, you can apply that morning, but there's already 300 people that have just applied in that 1 hour. So it's crazy, and that's just one skilled trades job. So it's another thing is you got to use your social circle. Yeah, part of social media and all that is you got to be able to talk to your friends, especially if they're in the same trade as you or the same job you're doing. They're probably working somewhere right now, and they know somebody that can get you in there maybe, or at least they'll have an idea of what kind of construction or what kind of jobs there are out there. It's social networking. You can't just sit there and expect to have something happen. You got to keep in touch, and why not tell a joke? I got a buddy, he was always kind of a goofy guy, but he tells everybody a joke every couple weeks, and he's laid off right now, and he's trying his hardest, but all you can do is tell a joke, and he keeps in touch with all of us, sends us all a mass email with a joke, and it's great, because I know that guy's going to be the first one to get a job. Somebody with a positive attitude that's keeping in touch with the people that are actually working. That's what you need. You can't just sit there and wait all the time. Life's tough, especially when you're in the trades. The trades, you're always working yourself out of a job. In construction, when you start a project, you're always working towards the finish. And the finish is you being out of a job. But if you're good enough, you can usually go to the next job. But I come from, when I started my apprenticeship, I grew up right across from Detroit. So when I started, Detroit was in the hardest part of its recession, and it was laying off every electrician, every plumber, everybody within 1,000 miles of where I was. And my part of Ontario, we made the seat belts, the airbags, everything, the seats, everything you can imagine. They got shipped to Detroit because it was right down the highway, easier to make it in Canada. So they'd make it here, ship it to Detroit, put it all together. And I was starting in the trades at that time, and it's not easy. There was a lot of layoffs, a lot of stuff, and you got to be willing to work for free. And you can always say that there's never going to be a layoff, but it's just part of the trades, and you got to try to make the most of it. It's tough, because you get down right off the bat. You think, well, what did I do wrong, or what can I do to have changed the situation? And there's nothing. You just work hard, put a positive attitude on yourself, and that's all you can ask. And you're going to keep working. There's going to be jobs eventually. Nothing's ever forever. It's just like Guns N' Roses said, nothing lasts forever, and not even that cold November rain. So you got to just get past, and I know it's March now, and a lot of people have been sitting around since that November rain, but whatever, you just got to keep past it and do whatever you got to do. There's nothing more you can do. Especially in a city like this, it's a beautiful place to live. There's lots of positive people. If you want to go out to some of those construction sites that are working. There's many cranes out right now. Go to one of those sites at 6 in the morning when work is starting and have a whole bunch of resumes. Have your boots ready, have your tools in the truck, and go and find the people that are working in your trade and tell them, this is what I want to do. I want to get into this, and that's going to be the goal. You just got to go down there, find some people first thing in the morning, give them your resume, show that you're interested, and you're going to be somewhere. Just don't wait. Don't let anybody else hold you back while you're on your time off. This is a positive thing that you can do, and use it as a positive situation. It's a learning experience, and just use it. You can teach it to somebody else later that layoffs aren't that bad as long as you make the most out of it. So for Tool Show, I'm Master Dan, the Journeyman Shooter, and this is coffee time. Get out there, keep moving, and don't let a layoff slow you down.